This is Igbo Area TV.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click the bell icon.
Of course, we know the Igbos are very skilled people, and this is natural, especially when it concerns business and finance management. This had played out in many situations at different periods, and is also so common in any environment they find themselves. The most recent one was the period of the Nigerian Civil War that saw more than 1 million Igbos killed and more lost their businesses and properties in major cities of Nigeria as Lagos and Kano. They lost properties worth billions of dollars in the crisis. Having settled with just £20 by the federal government as compensation for the loss of properties after the war, Igbo's resilience remains and has taken them back to the top again, introducing to the world a new economic system that has saved and preserved the Igbo race until even this moment. This is beyond just demonstration of skill, but a blessing from the Most High. I believe in that school of thought. No wonder the economy of Nigeria is alive, chiefly because of the economic inputs of the Igbo man. In most thriving and successful economies of the world, the small and medium-scale businesses remain the bedrock and the backbone of such economies. And single-handedly, the Igbo race has practiced this economic system since after the war, even before great nations like the USA and China were awakened to this fact. Though due to geographical space they find themselves in Nigeria, it has not been that easy politically and in all ramifications ever since after the war. Though not personally worried, but I feel sorry for the country as its greedy political leaders who are blinded continuously by their individual selfish and unending desire for power and wealth, acquired through persistent corruptive practices, for not seeing, talk less of acknowledging the highest natural resource given to them by God, its citizens, not the wealth gotten through corrupt means. More so, the continuous abandonment of a race that has divine potentials to reinvigorate and stabilize the present economic situation of this country. Now the Igbos are making plans to move their businesses, relocate their business empires to the east. What effect would that have on the economies of the densely populated economic hubs like Lagos and Kano, where the major daily and effective financial business transactions are unarguably managed and controlled by the basic commercial activities of these major players in areas such as buying and selling of goods and services and importation? How would Lagos and Kano feel if now that Igbos are making attempts, are looking towards the east, trying to relocate because of safety and other concerns? Lagos, for example, generates most of its earnings from the port and direct and indirect taxes and levies on these daily business activities. No doubt its economic base will be shaken if these businesses move out from the state. That is to say, if Igbos leave Lagos, there will be the impact will be felt. Lagos will not collapse, but you will know that certain things left. Although there may be a mass movement of one of the world's most industrial sets of people as a result of a relocation of businesses owned, something big left. There is a vacuum if they should leave. If this happens, there will be a serious gap in the value chain. The mass movement of one of the world's most industrial set of people as a result of relocation of businesses owned and managed by these indigenous Igbo moguls will leave a vacuum. Certainly, there is no doubt about that. However, no individual, tribe, state, or country is an island. No entity can exist completely on its own, but it is high time we look inwards and appreciate the qualities given to this nation naturally and harness it if we want Nigeria to be great again. These guys, the Igbos, need to be treated well. Yes, like we say, nobody can be an island. You need the buyers to do business. The sellers need the buyers. But then, let these people's role not be taken for granted. You need them. Let the mistreatment of Igbo businesses stop in Nigeria. We would still like to emphasize on it. What do you think will happen in the situation Nigeria allows Biafra to go? The cause for secession continues to linger in a peaceful way. What do you think? Do you think there will be a gap, a kind of vacuum, should Biafra have its own freedom, a kind of nation? Because there are certain things we again need to reconsider. Over 70% of Lagos economy is being generated by Igbos. This industrial tribe contribute greatly to Lagos revenue. As we know, Lagos State has highest internally generated revenue in Nigeria, of which most come from the tax-paying Igbos. If Igbos are allowed to succeed, the implication of this is that the economy of Lagos will possibly be endangered. It should also be noted that over 60 of hotels in Abuja belongs to the Igbos. Another factor to consider is if the Southeast and South states that make up Biafra are allowed to succeed, it will only leave Nigeria with 26 states, 19 belonging to the North, while 7 belonging to the Yorubas. This would make the North automatically lords over the other. But currently, they are saying the Biafran affair looks like an Igbo thing. So, even if the oil-rich Niger Delta decide not to join Biafra, the northern region will still be on top, will still be in control, will still be at the helms of affair. They will dominate the southwest region and even the Niger Delta region, because there will be no longer be the southern region that has been the ones agitating, that have wanted freedom, will no longer be there. So it's easy for the North to maintain its grip on other region and even control the oil-rich Niger Delta, because they have one Nigeria. The one Nigeria factor is playing very fine for them. So we're only trying to look at how things will be if the eastern region, or mainly the Igbos, exist or have their own nation. We'd like to know, please, what you think or feel about it. Drop your comments, please. You got to look at things from various angles. You have to think about possibilities or probabilities. Now, what if this happens? What will happen? It has not yet happened. We are looking at what a possible freedom for Biafra would be, how other regions will react to it, and how it will impact on them. We would like to round up by talking about something good that just happened in Aba called Enyimba City. We'd like to show you photos of Enyimba Automated Shoe Factory Limited in Aba. The factory has just taken off with 30 youths who were sent to China, all expenses paid by the governor for training. The governor is working as, when you do good, we'll report what you did. We also caution you when you go the wrong way. 30 youths were sent to China on a training, and they just returned. And the governor has supported them by building a shoe factory. These 30 youths will in turn train other Abians in the use of these machines for greater efficiency and effectiveness, as well as increased durability and productivity. They are already producing soles of different types of military boots and in greater quantities. The factory will manufacture different kinds of shoes end to end. starting from the soul. You see, this venture will be profitable and in an enormous way. It will increase economic activities in the state and improve the internally generated revenue. Think of how many direct and indirect jobs will be created in Abia, and other Abia residents will enjoy this. Even at the national level, it will help to grow the Naira through improved. Like we said, it will improve the GDP and increase foreign. Like you already know, this will boost the GDP and increase foreign exchange earnings. This is really strategic for Abia and the nation in general. The shoe factory is called Enyimba Automated Shoe Company Limited, ENASCO, and NASCO, and the factory is at Aba, Abia State. It was made possible by the governor, Dr. Okezie Ikpeazu, FNES. Wow, this is so great. This is so great. We have been waiting for something like this for long. Thank God has finally come. Kudos to you, Governor of Abia State. I think you have an.
Thanks for watching Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click the bell icon. Like our Facebook page. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Bye for now.